Good morning. I'm back with another sketchbook tour. So this is sketchbook 1.5, and that's kind of because this wasn't really intended, I don't know, as a sketchbook. It's not a sketchbook. It's like a lined notebook. And originally I just had this sketchbook to draw in while like we were on the couch watching TV or a movie or something. So like I would just sketch like studies on the couch. So these sketches would be very rough. They would just be pens. Yeah, just little like Instagram studies. I really like the way her face turned out. That's pretty cute. Yeah, I would mess up a lot, obviously, so I would just have little sticky notes to draw over. This is kind of the first time I used the brush of like a marker duo tip pen. So yeah, just these cowgirls I think look really nice. And then I'm still making a lot of mistakes. I use some white acrylic to kind of cover my mistakes up and then correct them, which is fine. I think it's okay to correct your pen mistakes. The main reason that I use pens is because it doesn't really like smudge, and I hate sketchbooks that get really smudgy. It just sucks because this page is bad. Because it just looks gross. And I was doodling in the car while we were driving to a doctor's appointment a couple hours away. That was a long drive, and we've made that drive so many times. And some wolves. This kind of looks wonky. Dog snoots are pretty hard to draw, so especially if you do it in pen. And I like these cheetahs, very cute. This stretching cheetah. And then I really like dynamic animals running. Like, oh my gosh, look at that paw. That's so cute. Yeah, I want to do that now. I wonder what animal I should do next. Yeah, this one too. It's just so fun. You get so like loose with the way that they're running. I think this was October. I didn't even mention, okay, so I don't think this sketchbook took me too long to draw or to finish. I think this was like a Drawtober type thing. I never finished it, of course, because who does? If you finish an Inktober, Drawtober thing, I'm impressed. These are super rough. This is kind of cute. I like the way that her leg kind of formed. Kind of trying to simplify faces. I'm still trying to figure that out for like loose figure studies, how to simplify the faces, because sometimes I get a little bit too bogged down in the details. This is cute. I really like how this turned out. It's just satisfying, but the rest of the ones on the page are just studies that are sketchy, not a huge fan of. This was at the hospital again. We were sitting and eating and looking out the window. Some girls. And then this is more stuff from the hospital. Just the courtyard area. Kind of a skinnier pen. I'm not a huge fan of this pen. I don't know what pen it was, but it's way too skinny. And then this didn't turn out. I don't know. Shit drawings. Yep, it's just meh. Muscle studies. I haven't done muscle studies for a little bit. I really should get back into it. It's just, I'm not very good at memorizing muscles and their placements, but I think like if I just consistently draw the muscles, my shadow. I hope my shadow for my hand hasn't obscured the art too much. But yeah, I need to do more muscle studies just to consistently keep up with it, to keep that stuff in mind. And some more studies. These hands actually turned out okay. I like the shading here. A little braid. And then some characters. This kind of looks like Colt. I think that might be Colt. And then some ghost and soap. Yeah, I got like, so this is October 14th. Okay. So yeah, these are like the skinny, is it this one? It might be this one. it's too skinny. I don't like it. No, thank you. But these, I was using these skinny markers, these like little not felt tip, I don't know, skinny water-based markers, and I was waiting, I was getting banh mi's. My husband really, yeah, I was at the farmer's market. My husband really likes the banh mi's at the farmer's market. So I was just doodling while I was waiting for that. And I really like how this turned out, where it's like you have an interior space and then you have like a pop of color. I think I want to do that again soon. And then some random kitty cats. I remember doing these on the couch, and oh my gosh, the children were all over me. This, I hate how this soap turned out. That's so sad. But I like this Gaz. This Gaz, I think, turned out okay. The skinnier pen. Yeah, it's not my favorite pen is this one. I'm sure you've seen this type of pen plenty of times, but this is my favorite pen to doodle with. I don't think that's what this is. Is it? I don't know. I think I've gotten better with drawing with pens. And then these horse studies were so much fun. Like, I really like the beefier horses to draw because they have the fluffy feet. They're so cute. They're just so fun to draw. And then, like I said before, I really like to draw like action, like movement figures of animals. So yeah, just the running, the jumping, the leaping. I think it looks really cool. And then this is Huck and Keys being so cute together. Oh my gosh, they're so in love. And then Keys, and then I'm sure this is supposed to be Murph. I haven't really figured out Murph's face claim yet. He's supposed to be like Irish, but like older and a little bit more grizzled than, like, more salty than like the main squad that's kind of younger guys. Yeah, this is kind of me starting with like Kit is like a bluegrass singer that plays the violin, and she's like super popular. And then Cole is kind of like one of her security guards that she falls in love with, obviously. Very cute. And this is more of those like colored interiors. Oh, okay, 10/26, so October 26th, October 25th. This didn't turn out. Let's see, which one's my favorite here? I don't know, these kind of, like, when you don't focus, they look okay, but when you start focusing, they look kind of meh. This is maybe these two I like. Some studies, meh. And then this is a bunch of character stuff. Cole, Kit, looking cute, and then like playing around with the tattoos more. In the previous sketchbook, I kind of messed with tattoos. So yeah. Nordic tattoos for Cole, a bunch of like floral snake tattoos for Kit. And then this is Huck, and then Switch. Yeah, just a bunch of character doodles. Skulls. So this, I don't know if you noticed, but now we're getting more. This is like the first page that like I'm thinking about spreads and like themed pages. So I really like how this turned out with the skulls. So it's like we have a base sketch marker and we have like an accent color. I think this pairing isn't as good as this pairing because this is more contrasted. So I like that. This is a character spread for Harper. So she is like Kit's manager. I love how this turned out. Oh my gosh. So her face claim, I didn't write it down, but she's like, 13 from House. Whenever I think of Harper, that's who I think of. Like, she's responsible, like pretty, just kind of personality wise. Yeah. So it's just like all the accessories. I like how her accessories turned out. Oh my gosh. This is So I really like this spread, even though I did it a while ago. So this was on October 29th. Yeah, and then her and Murph have like a thing. I'm gonna flesh that out more eventually, but I gotta think about that. And then this is another spread. This turned out so cute. Oh my gosh, that butt, it's so like, I wanted to do lines that really like showed the form, like kind of more rounded and soft. So this is my favorite. This is really cute. This like lingerie, like, oh, and then you can kind of like see her silhouette slightly through the lingerie. Very cute. And then this, and then we go into this page on September 1st. This is Marcus. This is Marcus's spread. Jimbo James. Yes. I just got into watching a bunch of Marcus videos and they're so funny. They crack me up. I love it. Him in front of the campfire, the push-ups. Oh my god. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. I crack myself up. And then this is another character design. She's like one of Kit's best friends. And then I've already forgotten her name. I haven't really worked with my characters for a while. So, and then some cowboy marker sketches. I like this top-down one in the water. So the horse is going through the water. Some horses. This is like the first time in the sketchbook I've used colored pencils. Have you noticed? As you've probably noticed, it's mostly like markers and pens, but now we're getting into using some colored pencils. And I was kind of like doing dogs, that like lanky dogs that turn into like unicorns. And I was thinking about my Naruto character, and then some more like Pinterest studies. And then this is when I first got acrylic markers. I think I got these markers from Marshall's. And in general, I've always hated painting, and I was like, but I really like the opaqueness and idea of the acrylic markers, and it's like I want to add more color, and they just, whenever I see people's artwork that's painted, it's more vibrant, so I decided to try it out. I think I really like how this, like the shininess of this spider turned out, and like how vibrant these fish look. This dragonfly, yeah, this is my first go, so it's not perfect. September 9th, I see. But it was a good step in the right direction. This turned out cute. I really like drawing shoes, but like I always get lazy when I draw them on figures. I feel like I need to work on that more because I really like a nice pair of tennis shoes. And then these are actually studies from Animal Crossing interiors, which I think is kind of a cool thing to do. So you go to Pinterest and then you study some Animal Crossing interiors that people have done. And I don't know, I always love the Animal Crossing furniture. It's super cute. And then this is a corgi page. These eyes turned out really wonky. Dogs are just, you know, they're hard. I'm still working on it. Let's see, what's my favorite here? Probably that one. I don't know. This one. It could be better. And like the colors, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this corgi sketch page? And these are more Animal Crossing interiors. This one got a bit wonky. Yeah, like the black parts, they just kind of got a bit wonky, but you know, this is all about learning. It's okay. This isn't like Instagram post worthy. It's just sketching and learning. And then this is another acrylic page. I like drawing motorcycles, but they just take more time. So these are just kind of roughly done. And then these are my first goes at using acrylic markers for figures. I like how this turned out. It kind of reminds me of Sam from Supernatural. The other ones look a little wonky. This, like, her mouth looks wonky. These colors look wonky. These colors look wonky. But this one, I feel like I got the colors kind of okay. And this is after our trip to Disney. Oh my gosh, my favorite ride is It's a Small World. And I took so many pictures. I wish we would have gone on a second time because I love the animatronics and the style. Like, look at these ducks. So cute. And then character studies, Kit. This is kind of an AU of my own story where Kit is an artist. I don't know. I was just more into like traditional art at that moment and thinking like, oh my gosh, what if like Kit, Harper, Lila, and her other buddy are like artists that work at this like studio place, like warehouse, and then like the guys work as like SWAT training nearby and they like meet at a coffee shop. I don't know. Yeah, this is Colt, Murph. Still trying to figure out who I want Murph to be, and then Huck and Keys. And then Keys, of course, he's one of my favorites. And then I think that's supposed to be Harper. Harper's kind of harder to draw. Still figuring her out. And then this is Simon Riley. And that's the end. I hope you liked my little sketchbook tour. It's not a super long sketchbook because it's not supposed to be a sketchbook, and that's why I labeled it as 1.5. But my next sketchbook is an actual sketchbook. So it's this one. And I think I actually improved significantly. But this one starts like even before the other sketchbook. You know how like when you start a sketchbook and then you forget about it? So then this one starts a while ago and then it picks back up. And then let's see, what's a little preview? Like, this is really cute. And then there's this. So yeah, it's like I improve. Like, I feel like I got watercolor and stuff, so I think I've improved. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye!